Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lanley from Unilumin Outdoor Lighting. It's my pleasure to be here to give you an introduction about Billboard lighting solution today. Now, let's go to the main content. So there will be 5 parts about this introduction. The first one is the background about the Billboard lighting, and the second one is the lighting requirements. The third one is the product recommended, and the fourth one is simulation rendering, and the final one is simulation result. Now let's go to the background. As we know, billboards are usually built on both sides of expressways or provincial and national roads, where the flow is relatively concentrated. Its large scale and high altitude feeder makes the advertising effect more eye-catching. If combined with the multi-dimensional version, multi-sensory device, the color creatively will be extremely shocking, making people feel immersed and impressed. What is an advantage of the press billboard? The first one. The scenery along the road is always monotonous, repetitive. Therefore, as a new type of propagation media for outdoor advertising, the highway billboard have a strong visual impact and have the advantage of eye-catching, permanent memory, significant advertising effect, and so on, which make it conducive to be accepted by the pass-by audience. Expressway billboard can provide information to the ever-changing consumers throughout the clock, and the highway billboards have always been rated as the best media choice every year in the value comparison of various media. And the third one, the highway has a wide field of vision, a large flow of people and vehicles. Therefore, if a company's image and brand shows besides expressways, a good effect of regional advertising and national effect will be achieved. High-speed outdoor billboards are met with highly precision inkjet printing, which has good picture effect. The outdoor billboard height is rarely in the effective viewing angle or passed by people who are tend to be boring when in a car, so the billboard advertisements are easier to be noticed. The final one. Highway outdoor billboard is the most cost-effective advertising media, for it has the advancement of repeat updating, not easily damaged, and the advertising effect will not be affected due to weather or other factors. Now let's come to the lighting requirement for the billboard lighting. Although billboard lighting not only creates a vivid, bright, and colorful commercial atmospheres, but also beautifully brightens people's living environments at the same time. But billboard needs to be in harmony with the surrounding environment to avoid light pollution and waste. So it needs scientific design, suitable LED chip and lamps to present the charm of advertising art. Now let's go to the details about the technical requirements. First, the color rendering index, it should be greater than 70. As we know, the color rendering index is 0 to 100. If you have the higher requirements, maybe you can use the 80, 90, or 100. And for the color temperature, we recommend 5,000 to 6,000 Kelvin, because the high color temperature makes the billboard look bright, and it also blends well with the surrounding environments and will not affect driving safety. Okay, for the Lux requirements, if the billboard is under the dark lighting environments, we recommend 200 to 500 lux. But if it's under the bright lighting environments, it needs 800 to 1,000 lux. And another factor for the billboard lighting is the illuminance uniformity. The ratio of the lowest illuminance to the average illuminance of the billboard should be greater than 0.4. The lamps are generally installed on one side, but when the size of the billboard is relatively large, it's recommended to install it up and down to ensure uniformity. Now let's go to the products. We recommend the Module Lux and the B-Light, these two products for you to use at the billboard lighting application. The product above Module Lux, the body is aluminum, and we offer the 60 watts, 80 watts, 120 watts, and as you can see, the luminance efficacy is get to 120 and 150 lumen each watt, the same. Its body is more beautiful for the B-Light, but the function is similar as the Modular Lux. So you can choose the products based your interest. Okay, now let's come to the simulation rendering. If we take a billboard which size as 11 meter length and 5.5 meter height, the lamp should be installed 1.6 meter away from the billboard every 2 meters. The elevation angle of the lamp body should be 60 degrees, as you can see in the picture. Okay, final, let's see the result of the simulation. As we can see here, the data details is calculated by the professional lighting design software. And the result here, the average illuminance is 230, and the lowest is 95. The maximum is 355, and for the uniformity is 0.41. And now we can see here, this photometric. We designed a special optical lens, A46 for it. It can use at the airport, square, advertising billboard, and other applications. And the final result, the simulation average illuminance has to be more than 200 lux, and the uniformity more than 0.4, which meet the lighting requirements, and it can give you a good result for the billboard lighting. That's all. Thank you.
Welcome to our virtual training session. I'm Aaron Huang, the product manager of Lithium Lighting. So today, I will give you a training session on professional LED lighting solutions. I will walk you through from 3 different parts. Part 1 is our application scenarios, and part 2 is our light distribution and optics, and part 3 is our lighting solution. Okay? So the first part is application scenarios. As you may know, we have different roads type right now. We have, for urban roads, we have highway, main road, trunk road, branch road, and the residential road. So here is a reference for your information, like highway, streets, road, and the pedestrian streets, community streets, footpaths, or even cycle paths, and also the industrial parks. And we also have other roads not classified, like the crossroad, the bridge road, and the ramp. And here is the tunnel and the underpass, like the highway tunnel, urban tunnel, one-way tunnel, two-way tunnel. And this is the flat and the area lighting, like the airport lighting, spot lighting, port lighting, and the square lighting. So here is the highway application. We have at least 4 lanes in two-way traffic normally, and the access is controlled. That means we have the speed limit and the high speed allowed, And also we have different payments for the highway. And generally, the ambient illumination RSR can be appropriately reduced. And the luminaire we use for highway normally are LED street lights. And you can see we have four lanes, the 2 ways you can see, and also our rendering, lighting and rendering. And here is the main road. Main road, you can see we have 6 lanes, 2 ways, and no access control. We high speed allowed, and also with the payments with low reflectivity. And also the luminaire we used for this kind of application is the LED street light. And next is the branch road. Branch road is at most 2 lanes in 2-way traffic, and no access controlled, and allow drivers at a much lower speed. Normally with the pedestrian and the non-motorized vehicles, you can see we have pedestrians on both sides of the branch road. And the luminaires for this kind of application is LED street light and urban post-stop luminaires. Because this kind of application, we are not require very large power LED street lights, so we can use post-stop luminaires such as 60 watt or even 80 watt for this kind of application with urban light with asymmetric light distributions. And here is the crossroad for the road. We need professional luminaires, and also we have specialized optics to reduce possible traffic accidents. And for this kind of application, normally we use small power LED street lights. And this is the pedestrian streets. You can see it's in a small community, something like that. And it requires vertical illuminance and semi-cylindrical illuminance should be considered. And for this kind of application, we recommend the post-stop urban light, low power street lights, or even the suspension luminaires. And here is the residential street. For the residential street, normally the residential streets are for both vehicles and pedestrian as well. And normally it is 2 lanes at most. The illumination requirement is higher than the brightness. And the luminaire we recommend for the residential streets are urban light, low power street lights, or the suspension luminaires. And here is the footpath, and the cycle path as well. Usually it's for pedestrians and bicycles as well. And normally it's just 1 lane, no more than 1 lane. It requires high illumination. And the luminaire we recommend is urban lights, low power LED street lights. For this kind of application, we normally use asymmetric light distribution. And here is the industrial area, like for the factories, the road in the factories, and normally for both vehicles and the pedestrian. And normally it is in 2 lanes. The luminaire we recommend are urban lights, low power street lights. And here is the highway ramp. So for the highway ramp, normally it generally located at the entrance or exit of the highway, and we need to use low position lighting luminaires. The illuminance uniformity and glare are very important for this kind of application, because the mounting height of the ramp luminaire is very low. So that means we need very good optic design to achieve very good illuminance and uniformity for this kind of application. And normally for this kind of roads, we need to use the ramp lamp and guardrail lamp, specially designed for the ramp. And here is the highway tunnel. For the highway tunnel, we need to use tunnel light, and the illuminance, uniformity, and glare must be taken into account for the lighting design. And of course, for this kind of application, we use tunnel light. And here is the airport light, airport lighting. For the airport lighting, we need to use a symmetric optic lighting design. This application includes the lighting of the entire airport, and the glare and the vertical illuminance is very important for this application, because it will have a lot of impact on the airplane for the movement when it is landing or taking off. So we use high power professional luminance with specially designed optics for this kind of application. And the next one is a spotting field. We have high power LED spotting lights used for different kind of sporting venues and arenas. It requires professional lighting and the light distributions. The glare, vertical illuminance, uniformity are important for this kind of application, because in a lot of applications, it will require HD camera broadcasting for the sporting activities. So that's why we need to use the professional high power sports lights and the high mass light. And also we have different beam angles for the different applications. And next one is the C-pole lighting. For the C-pole lighting, the optic design is very important for C-pole lighting. Apart from that, the requirement, the product, the design, must be robust and erosion proof, because normally the seaport is just next to the sea. So there are a lot of salty weather. So in the environment, we need to make the product durable for this kind of applications. Of course, for this kind of application, we need to use professional high power LED high mass light. And next is the square lighting. It requires vertical illuminance, uniformity, and the light pollution need to be considered, because normally for this kind of lighting, it is located in the community areas. A lot of people, like in China, a lot of Chinese dama, they fancy dancing in this kind of area. So the lighting design is also very important for this application. Normally we use the high power LED floodlight. So in the second part, I will give you an introduction of our light distribution and optic designs. So for our light distribution and optics, we have a symmetric light distribution as well as asymmetric light distribution. So we have symmetric light distribution for the area lighting, like the parking lot, parks, and also asymmetric light distribution for the road, tunnels, as well as other applications. So this is our IES lighting distribution types, like the type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, and type 5. For type 1, the type 1 is a small linear light distributions. It is ideal for narrow walkways or the cycle path, footpaths. It is intended to be located or at or near the center of the pathway, approximately 2 mountain heights in width. And the type 2 is ideal for wider walkways. So as you can see from our slide, the type 2 have wider light distributions than type 1. So it's ideal for the wider walkways, entrance roadways, cycle paths, and other long and narrow lighting applications. And for the type 3 you can see it has more forward throw light distribution, but the two sides is shorter than type 2. So the type 3 distribution is ideal for roadway, general parking, and other area lighting applications. And type 4 has much more forward throw lighting illumination for type 3. So type 4 is especially good for the wall mount lighting, like the wall pack, and for illuminating the perimeter of parking areas, it is intended to be located near the side of the area. And also we have type 5 light distribution. For the type 5, actually we have two types. We have type 5 is a round circle, is a round type, and also we have the type VS, which means type 5 square. So they are normally for area lighting, like parking lot, and the area lighting application for general lighting. And here is because for the type different light distributions, we have for type short, long, medium. We have three different kinds according to the IES association. So this is our optical lens materials. Normally we have two types at the moment. We have PC type and PMMA. So for the PC type, we have a very good toughness, and it can be directly used as the share. And so we do not have any additional housing or share to protect, to cover the PC optics, okay? And the light transmittance is relatively not that high compared to the PMMA optics, okay? So here is some part of some of our optics for our products. This is for the module type, for nano street lights, for the eco street lights, and the Econ Plus series. And here is the PMMA optics. So compared to PC optics, PMMA is not that do not have that good as good toughness as PC optics, and it cannot be used as a share direct because the IK rating of this material is not as good as the PC optics, but it has a higher light transmittance compared to the PC optics. So for the PC materials and the PMMA materials, they have their own pros and cons. Okay, so here we have a different type of PMMA optics. So for the PMMA optics, normally we need to use tempered glass for the housing to protect the PMMA optic lens. We have 6-in-1, 12-in-1s, 4-in-1s, and 8-in-1s optic lens. So this are our optic platforms for our LED street lighting products. So in part 3, I will give you an introduction of our lighting solutions. So the first is the pole spacing to height ratio. This means that with different kinds of road conditions and different power voltage and optics, we have different spacing to height ratio. That will affect the performance of the lighting design of the street lights in the real life applications. So here is the pole arrangements. We have a lot of pole arrangements like the 6-row with central reservation, 3-lane roads, the single side luminous arrangement, the double side arrangement. Okay, and we have staggered luminous arrangement and single side luminous arrangement, double side luminous arrangement, staggered. And also we have the observer position to check, to test the illuminance, the lighting performance on the roads. So here we have different optic design, pole arrangement like the single side. Okay, the pole will be installed on one side of the roads, and double side staggered, and double side seismic, and lateral suspension. So that's use suspension luminaires instead of the pole mounted type luminaires, and also the central seismic. So next one is the pole arrangement of our high mast lighting. We have 3 different kind of high mast lighting, like the the plane type Seismagic and the radial Seismagic and the Asseismagic. So you can see we have, for the first one, it's normally arranged in wider roads and large area lighting. And for the second one, it is arranged at the intersections or on lanes compactly placed overpass. And at the Seismagic, it's arranged on multi-story or lanes decentralized overpass. So for each arrangement, its pole spacing to height ratio should be determined by the luminar parameters to save the cost and energy. So as long as you have projects, you can offer us the project information, and we can offer you make the lighting design and offer you the lighting proposals for your projects. So here is the light distribution of our module LED street lights. We have, we use frequency for your information. We have type 2 short, type 2 medium, type 3 medium, and then we have application for the type 2 short, suitable for roads no more than 3 lanes, and the access ratio should be less than 3.5. And also we have different products like the copper lux and other products, okay? And also we have different LED technologies for the 30-30, 50-50, and the 35-35 LED technologies for our customers' alternatives. So this is our nano street lights light distributions. We have type 2S, type 2 media, type 3 media, and a type 1 short. And this is the light distribution for our Eco and the Eco Flex street lights. We also have type 2S, type 2 short, type 2 media, and the type 3 media. So you don't need to worry about the lighting optics, because we will offer you a professional lighting design and a proposal for your projects as long as you provide the project information, the road condition with us, so that we can make the lighting proposal for you. And this is the light distribution for Econ Plus street lights. And this is light distribution for our other product, like the street lights with the tempered glass. We have that optic lens normally is made from PMMA materials. We have type 2 short, type 2 media, type 3 media, and parking lots, type 5. And also we have specially designed optics for the crossroads on the right and on the left side, okay? And also these optics are platform optics for most of our street lights with tempered glass, okay, like shark light, the dolphin, beluga, and even nano street lights, and also for our post-stop urban light, okay? And also we have different LED technologies like 30-30, 50-50, 35-35. And for the lighting design, we need to know some terminologies and also some input for us to make the output. Okay, this is just for your information. Normally, for the overall uniformity of the road surface should be above or equal to 0.5, and for the UL should be above or equal to 0.7, and for the SR ratio should be above 0.5. So these are lighting simulation information, input information we need to know from you to make the lighting proposal. First of all, we need to know the road arrangement. Is it like a motor vehicle lane, non-motor vehicle lanes, sidewalks, separation island, and the green belt, and also like the pavement materials, because this will decide the reflectivity, and also the maintenance factor, voltage requirements, and the installation height of the lamp, and also the overhang refers to the distance from the center of the light source to the shoulder of the road, and also the lamp boom angles of the installation. Last but not least is the pole spacing, which is very important because the pole spacing will affect the decision of the optic lens. So here is the lighting design input, the lighting standards, the international lighting standards. We need to know which class you require for your project, so we can make the lighting simulation according to the specific class lighting design, so that we can make sure that we comply, our lighting simulation, our lighting proposal complies with the specific lighting class for your project requirement. And here is the road condition, road information we need to know from your side to make the lighting design, lighting proposals for you. So this is the output. This is a lighting design. This is just a very summary information for your reference, because we have a full simulation report for your information after we have finalized the lighting design simulation. Okay, so you can see this is the M2 class lighting level, and we complies or fulfill all the requirements of this standard. So that is all for today. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us today on our training session. So today I will walk you through our LED solar lighting training. Today I will walk you through from 7 different experts. The first one is, why do we turn to solar lighting? And what makes up a solar street lights? And how does solar lighting work? And how to properly size a solar street lights? As well as what do we offer? And also what makes us unique? The last one is how to gather project specifics for us to configure the solar lighting solutions, proposals for your specific projects. So the first one is, why do we turn to solar? As you may know, the sun is the most important energy resource for human on our Earth, whilst carbon dioxide is a global pollutant that escalates global climate change. So right now, it is time for us to see the wood for the tree. This is the race to the net zero carbon neutral goals by different countries. So the world ambition is to achieve the carbon neutrality by the mid of 21st century. So light in harmony with our nature, according to the Light market research, the global market solar energy was 52.5 billion in 2018, and it is set to grow to 223.3 billion by 2026, vastly accelerating the scale of renewables. So one of the fastest growing solar technology segments is our solar lighting. So here is the global horizontal irradiation. As you can see, we have, as you can see from the map, we can see which parts of the world have the abundant solar resources. Now here is the PV power potentials. Here is the value, the PV practical value and the theoretical potential. So as you can see, China and also the US, as well as India, has the greatest potential. And here's the approximately electricity tariffs to in the US sense. So here is the access to the electricity percentage of our global population. So as you can see from our chart, we still have around 10% of the world population which have no access to electricity today. So that means around 1 billion population, they do not have any access to the electricity. apart from that, we also have a lot of other populations. They need access to, they do not have enough access to electricity. So we can say we still have a lot of potential for the solar lighting market. So here is the price change of the PV module and the lithium battery. So as you can see from the chart, the solar PV module price drops greatly from 106 US dollar per watt to in 1976 to 0.35 US dollar per watt in 2019. And also the price of lithium ion battery falls by 97% from 1991 to 2019 in the last 2 decades. So here's the benefits of our solar lighting. Today, many city governments, developers, and facility managers see solar lighting as a viable option to meet their needs, no longer viewing it as an alternative resource of energy, but often as the most effective solutions nowadays. So we do not need any changing and also no KC cabling, no outage of the power grid, and also save the money. The solar lighting is eco-friendly and also improves the safety of the communities by offering sustainable and green illuminations in the community and the cities. So what makes a solar street lights? So in this part, I will give you a brief introduction of the composition of the solar street light. For the solar street light, we have 5 different parts. The first one is the PV module. We also call it a solar panel, whatever it is. And also the LED luminaire, which is our street lights. We just remove the LED driver, the AC LED driver, and make it into a solar LED luminaires. And also the charge controller, which is the heart of the whole systems, and also the storage batteries, and the pole and the brackets. So I will walk you through the different components one by one. The first one is the PV module. The PV module is basically a module that converts the light energy from the sun to generate electricity in DC current form. And also we have 2 different type solar panels for the solar lighting, the monotype and the polytype. And also the efficiency, the charging efficiency is different. Normally we use the monotype LED solar panels. And also the next one is storage batteries. Storage batteries, they store the energy produced by the panel in the daytime, so it is available to be used at night. And also we have 2 different types of batteries, the lead acid and also the lithium ion batteries. And also the lifetime of the lithium battery is much longer. We have from 1,000 to 2,000 life cycles. And also the discharge, the rate of discharge is deeper of the lithium battery than the lead acid battery. And the luminaires, for the luminaires is to emit more than 170 lumen per watt efficiency. The LEDs are the perfect combination with solar power as it operates under low voltage and low power requirement. And we have different, apart from nano street lights, we offer different options for our customers' alternatives, like Econ Plus, the Dolphin, Rgb, Beluga, as well as Shark Light, and other solar garden lights as well. So most of our street lights are compatible with solar lighting solutions. And the next one is the solar charge controller. The solar charge controller, we have 2 different types, the PWM and also the MPPT type. The solar charge controller ensures the energy collected from the panel gets safely stored in the battery and efficiently delivered to the light fixture. The solar charge controller nowadays, it has two different functions. The first one is the charge controller. It monitors and optimizes the power transfer to the battery. And the second function is determine the amount of energy used to illuminate the fixture. That is the LED driver, as we say. So in the past, I think in 2013, the solar charge controller, they are not integrated type. You need an additional DC driver inside the luminaire to work with the solar charge controller. But today, right now, we have integrated type solar charge controller. We do not need any other additional LED drivers for the solar luminaires. So we just need to use the one charge controller to perform the two functions as a whole. And for the solar charge controller, they have different functions like sensor control, energy saving, and dimming, and also the driving LEDs, as I just mentioned, I just introduced. And also it is programmable and also the connectable. The next one is the pole and brackets. Pole and brackets, which are usually made from steel. In our case, Q235 steel, include the straight pole, the main pole, the pole body, and the pole arms, the solar panel brackets, and also the bolt cage, fasteners, and other necessary accessories to set up the solar lighting system on the site. So how does solar lighting work? For the solar lighting work, we have energy in and energy out. So at the daytime, the solar panel harvests solar energy to charge battery through the controller. And in the nighttime, when the night falls, the battery powers up the street lights through the controller. So we call it energy in the daytime and energy out in the nighttime. And how to properly size the solar street light. The first one is location, which is so important for us. We need to know the location of the street light that will be installed. Okay, and then the LED street light sizing. We need to know the wattage you preferred, you are asking for, and then we can also to know the profile, the dimming profile of your requirement, so that we can size the PV module and the batteries respectively to offer a complete solar lighting system proposal for your projects. So what do we offer? Right now we have integrated type solar street lights and the split type solar street lights, as well as the urban solar lights. Okay. The first one is a SunMaster E-Light solar street light. For this one, we offer from 30 watt to 80 watt in 170 lumen per watt efficiency. How all-in-one solar street light works? It is similar to the working principle of the split type. But the only thing is that we integrate all the components, all the solar components, into one housing, into one luminaire. So that is why we call it all-in-one solar street lights. And for the all-in-one street light, because due to the capacity of the solar panel and the batteries, we have to combine the luminaire with the motion sensor to save the energy. Otherwise, there is no other ways to guarantee the working performance of the whole systems. So for the solar street lights, first of all, we select highly reliable components such as the solar panel, the batteries, the solar charge controller, as well as the LED chips. And also, the product is in robust construction. The housing is made from die-casting aluminum housing, not like other common products in the market. Most of them are made from the aluminum, not die-casting aluminum, and even metal sheet. And we offer maximized ease of applications with our post-top and side entry installation spigot. And also the mounting angle of the solar panel can be adjustable to cater to the different requirements of different regions. And we work with the motion sensors to save the energy in the nighttime. So this one is our new product, which we will be launching in this month. It is the SunMaster Bright Series solar street lights. For this product, as you can see, the construction, we have the highly efficient mono solar panel, the deeply dischargeable lithium battery, and the highly reliable solar charge controller with the motion sensor control, and the robust extruded aluminum frames, as well as the high luminance efficacy LED modules producing sustainable illumination. So for this product, it is quite different with other products in the market, because as you know, when the products charge the batteries in the daytime, the solar panel will produce a lot of heat, and the battery is sealed in the luminaire. So that is why we separate the battery from the solar panel to ensure the lifetime and the performance of the lithium battery. So for the Bright Series solar street lights, the mounting angle can be adjustable 60 degrees. And we also have post-top and side entry compatible spigot for the flexibility of applications. And also for the Bright Series street lights, it is able to be coupled with the IoT smart control system. Bright can be accessible through computer or mobile phone for the ease of control. And here is our split type solar street lights and the urban light as well. For this one, we offer from 20 watt to 100 watt system wattage, and we offer up to 170 lumen port efficacy. And it is designed to run 10 to 12 hours per day. And also we have different optic options for the roads and other public area lighting, such as the parks and the parking lots as well. And also we offer customized lighting solutions for our customers, because different regions, they have different requirements for the projects. And also the solar resource energy are also different. So that is why we are able to offer customized solar lighting proposals for your specific projects, which are very important. And here is a quick guide for our solar street lights. As you can see, we have the all-in-one range and the split type range. For the 5,000 lumens, the mounting height we recommend is below 5 meters, and 6,000 lumens is around 6 meters, and 8,000 to 10,000 lumens is around below 7 meters, and 10,000 to 30,000 lumens is below 8 meters. That is why, because it is limited by the motion sensor control. And for the split type range, we also have a recommendation from 4 meters height to 10 meters height. So this is just a quick guide for your information. The proposal should be subject to specific projects requirements, and our all-in-one solar street lights comes with the motion sensors. So here's the application. Cycle path, residential streets, and parks, industrial areas like the factories, and also parking lots, and the roads as well. So you can see the solar lighting is widely used in outdoor lighting applications. So what makes us unique? The first, Ulumen lighting, solar lighting provides customer with tailored, optimized systems to the lowest TCO without compromising high quality of road lighting. The first of all, we offer reliability. Our system is robust design, anti-theft, and high quality solar components to run as a whole. And we offer the whole system warranty. And the second is quality of light. We have over 15 years expertise in professional road lighting solutions, and we have dedicated optic design to guarantee the lighting performance. And we offer a solution that benefits all. Our energy management through controls and efficient design up to 170 lumen per watt efficacy. And we also offer tailor-made system solutions according to the local weather and environment situations. And also we have professional support team to support your projects from the start to the end. And with no light, with no solar. So you may ask how to get the project specifics to proceed with your project. We need to know, first of all, we need to know the location of your solar project. And the second one, we need to know the application, such as the road conditions, and also the dimming profile you desired, and also the lighting level you required. And the last but not least, also the budget, which is very important, because that will have a lot of impact on us to offer what kinds of proposals for your projects. That is all for today. Thank you. Welcome to join us in this virtual product training session. I'm Aaron Huang, the product manager of Ulumen Lighting. So today, I'm very pleased to give you a presentation on our smart LED street light. As you may know, there are currently around 308 million LED street lights across the world. And by the end of 2028, the number of LED street lights are estimated to grow to 363 million units. And by 2028, around 89% of the total LED street lights to be LED, which is 323 million units, and around 29% of the LED street lights to be connected, which is 105 million units. So I would like to let you know the purpose of our smart LED street light first. At present, as you know, that the LED street light pole of most cities only have a single lighting function, and the lighting function has no other functions such as automatic dimming control and for the alarm, and it is impossible to graft with other public safety facilities such as the cameras, the environmental sensors, and the other facilities. The independent installation of a single lighting pole and other types of public service functional excessively occupies limited roads and outdoor public area resources, increases public capital investment, and affects traffic and urban beautification. So the purpose of our smart LED street light is to use our LED street light pole to perform other public services while completing its basic lighting function, reducing the redundant public expenditures of road facilities to provide smart lighting, green emission reduction, network interconnection, environmental information release, public safety monitoring, new energy vehicle charging, and city information release with new facilities and the convenience. So why does our LED smart street lights become so important nowadays in the deployment of smart cities? Because LED street light, the street light is the widest network of the city infrastructure. That means it is a critical assets to the city governments and the communities. So that is why, as long as we can add other sensors and monitoring devices onto the pole, that means we can utilize the light pole to maximize the deployment of smart cities, to improve the urban connectivity and improve our life. So in the second part, I will walk you through the functions of our LED smart street light. So here is an overview of our smart pole. So as you can see from our slide, we have the Wi-Fi and Wi-Fi hotspot and 5G base stations on the top. And also we have the LED intelligent dimming lighting for the public lighting functions. And also we have the Rgb changing ambient light for the public holidays. And we have the Rfid and also the environmental monitoring such as the PM 2.5 and the security monitoring function for the public safety. And also we have LED digital screens for the public information release. And also we have the USB charging interface for cell phones or even the tablets. And we have the SOS button for any emergency situations. And at the bottom, we have the charging pile for the electric vehicles charging. So here we will go through the functions just one by one, as you can see. The first one is the LED intelligent dimming. The dimming control, the dimming profile can be customized through through our platform and the control nodes. That is why because the project requirement will be different. So that's why we can customize the dimming profile for our customers. And the second one is the security monitoring through the integration of the HD camera on the light post. The security realized intelligent monitoring of various facilities, the road traffic conditions, the traffic flow conditions, and also the traffic violations in the city. And the monitoring can be real time, and also the data will be stored in the cloud base. And the next one is our LED digital screen, which can be used as an advertising platform to not only publish public interest advertisements, but also as a service platform for commercial advertisements. In addition, the digital screen is also an important carrier for linkage with various systems. And the screen can be also release important information such as road condition and weather. And the next one is the Wi-Fi and 5G base stations, because this product can be used in public areas such as parks. So a lot of people, the community is like a small community, and even the residential areas. So the people can have access to the Wi-Fi and the 5G signals. And the next one is the RFID to have access to other additional public facilities. And the next one is the charging pile. As you know, that the electric vehicle is getting hot and hot, getting hotter and hotter right nowadays due to the escalating climate change. So that's very important for us to incorporate this function into our smart pole. And the next one is the SOS one-touch button, because you know the public safety is very important for us. So that's why we have this function for the emergencies of the community and the cities. And the next one is the Rgb Ambient Light, which is designed for the public holidays. For example, like the Christmas. A lot of people, it's a joyful holiday season, so a lot of people will fancy the changing color to make the city more joyful. And the next one is the USB and telephone charging interface, which can charge the cell phone, your cell phone, and the tablets as well. And the next one is the environmental monitoring, which is very important for us nowadays because the climate change is a critical issue we are facing nowadays. So that makes it so important. And then, so I walk you the function in details of these functions. Okay, the first one is the dimming control. So we have the switch control, the dimming control, and also different management strategies, and also the status inquiry. We can trace and check the status of our LED street lights of the LED module on the smart pole to know the status, to know if it's defective, to know it has any failure. So that, and also we have the GPS positioning. So we know exactly where the light is. So we do not have to take a patrol to check these lights on the road. We just need to check on the platform to find out which lights is defective, and we go there to replace, to maintain the street light. Okay. And also we have the data report. We can generate analysis curves and reports such as the power and lighting rate. We can check how the percentage of energy saving we have achieved through changing from traditional lighting to our LED lighting. So which can be very direct and efficient tools for this. And also we can storage the data of the lighting data, and also the system adopts GIS technology. So the next one is our LED display. For the LED display, we have different pixel pitch, different resolutions. We can monitor and adjust the content you want to play at any time. So we can broadcast traffic guidance, the holiday propaganda, party and government slogans, and other informations, and also such as the environment, the weather, and also the environmental status. And we have different pixel pitches like P3, P4, and with the industrial leading small pitch outdoor LED technology. And the brightness, we have high brightness for the outdoor application because you know the brightness must be at least 4,500 nits to achieve the better visualization in the daytime. Okay. And also we have a remote control of the screen playback, which is more convenient for the customers. And the next one is the security control, security monitoring, which I think is very important because this can help to reduce the crime in the cities and the communities. So for the security monitoring, we have face recognition, cross-border detection, objects left, linkage tracking, intrusion detection, back and forth detection, video occlusion, and the license plate recognition. So which make life much easier for us and even for the government and the revenue departments. And this is the road traffic monitoring system. We can monitor the status, the traffic flow of the traffics. So you can see we have illegal cross line, the multi-type red light violations, no plate cars, driver face recognition, plate recognition, human behavior detection, as well as traffic monitoring to check the traffic flow. And the next one is 5G, which is very hot nowadays because 5G is the trend of our next generation signals. And we have the built-in 5G base stations and also Wi-Fi hotspots. For the Wi-Fi hotspot, we have a wireless AP device, access Wi-Fi management platform for unified management. And we have we can offer high-speed wireless access for up to 1.75G access speed. And for the 5G base stations, we have reserved the interfaces for the 5G base station, which is very important because the smart pole, as I just mentioned, the street light pole is a critical access to the city government. That will make the light pole to be an ideal location for the 5G base stations. So that's why we incorporate this innovative technology into our smart pole. And the next one is RFID. We can collect the data such as from dustbin, standing water, manhole covering monitoring, and through the camera and RFID controller to transfer the information to the platform, the backstage platform, so that we can monitor the status, the situations of these public facilities through our platform, which make the monitoring very easy and accessible. And next comes our environmental monitoring. Environmental monitoring, we integrated meteorological and environmental monitoring. The very first in China, mainly monitoring outdoor environmental data, including environmental temperature and humidity, noise like carbon dioxide and PM 2.5, etc., and like wind direction, wind speed, temperature, humidity, pressure, rainfall, and radiation, etc. The monitor, the sensor is in small, compact size, lightweight, and low cost. It is easy for installation and maintenance, can be widely deployed in key urban monitoring areas, and can be used as an effective supplement to other devices. And next comes our charging pile functions, and also the USB and the cell phone charging interfaces. So you can see we have ABB operation scan code charging, real-time adjustment of power stable charging, and the aluminum housing is sturdy and durable, adapt to all standards interfaces. And we have the sub-platform, the interfaces for the EV charging platform. And next is the SOS button, which will make the security, make the community and the city safer for our citizens and the residents. And the next one is intelligent anti-theft function. We have been equipped with more equipment. The realization of each function depends on the various equipment modules installed at the bottom of the shaft is an important task to ensure the safety of the product. The anti-theft system of the door, anti-theft system can remotely monitor the opening and the closing of the door of our light pole, and it can remotely authorize the opening permission of the door to facilitate the maintenance personnel to work. At the same time, it can also alarm the unauthorized illegal opening behavior, and it can tell nearby monitoring equipment to check the surrounding conditions and minimize the damage caused by man-made. So because this is the gear compartment for the whole smart pole system, which makes the security a priority for this product. So here is the construction of the compartment. We have the fiber optical box, fiber optical switch, the base station controller, IoT gateway, equipment power supply, power module, surge protection device, and the leakage switch, and also other equipment. And in part 3, I walk you through our software platform. Our software platform is a web-based platform. So based on the powerful development capability of LED streetlights, LED display and software as well as hardware system integration. We, based on cloud platform and big data management, develop smart street lights and management system. Our goal is to better utilize the advantages of smart street lamp hardware platform, provide users with a total solution, integrating intelligent lighting, video surveillance, information release, Wi-Fi hotspot, RFID, 5G station, EV charging, and other functions into one. So in this system, each subsystem can work independently or complete the linkage between subsystems according to the different project needs. For example, when RFID alarm, the camera automatically goes to the alarm area, and the display automatic displays alarm information. So all the subsystems can work independently or work together to make life easier. And this is the login and the home page for your information. The user account module includes two parts: accounts setting and the login and log out. And also we have the password modification functions. And also the normal login and log out of smart street light system is realized. And here is the light control interfaces. As you can see, we can the platform is user friendly. We can just to drag the button to adjust the light output, the dimming of the street light, of the public lighting, which make the dimming control very easy for us. And also we can modify the strategies of the dimming profile through the platform. And here is the video monitoring interfaces of our platform. So we have camera operation to achieve the camera adding, delete, and check. And also we realize the function of camera. Camera including the rotating camera, adjusting camera, focal length, turning camera, and the camera capture, and the camera patrol, etc. And here is the information release interface of our platform. We can change the content of the billboard, the LED display. We can change and customize the contents through this platform. It's similar to our LED control systems. And here is the SOS button interfaces. We can check all the records and alarm records, and also the camera can be captured from different angles. And also we have call reminder. We can timely remind to answer the call, to reflect and respond in time. And here is the environmental monitoring interface. We can monitor the environmental supporting wind detection, wind speed, temperature, humidity, noise, air pressure, rainfall, radiation, UV, PM 2.5, etc., and also carbon dioxide, etc. And here is the Wi-Fi hotspot interface. We show the equipment information, model numbers of connections, and the connection status specification, and also other informations. And the information data table is dynamic. It can be updated. So next one is our LED smart pole projects for your information. Here is the Shenzhen Smart Street Light lighting pole projects in Shenzhen. This one was very first smart LED street lights project in Shenzhen. And this is the smart pole in Pingshan, which is we are quite near to this project site. And also the Shenzhen smart pole projects. This is a project in Yinchuan province, Yinchuan city. So this was a pilot project at the very early stage of the development of smart pole. And this is the Zhengzhou province. So you can see this is in a parking lot in small communities. So that's all for today. Thank you.